Hello fellow Riftbounders, in today's video we are going to take a look at arguably the best aggro deck in Riftbound right now, Rek'Sai. This deck had some fantastic performances in set 3, getting top 8s at majors, and in the early set 4 meta is looking really good with some nice new cards from set 4 helping it out. In today's video, we're going to look at the deck list from a Rek'Sai deck that got top 4 at one of the major showdowns. We'll break down the deck list, showcase why it's so good, and then we'll play a game with it to test it out ourselves. So, Rek'Sai's legend, and honestly this deck is probably a bit harder than I think people would give it credit. Aggro Swarm isn't always the easiest. There's quite a few choices when it comes to this deck. When you conquer, you may exhaust me to reveal the top 2 cards of your main deck. So, simply put, you conquer, you can tap the Rek'Sai legend and you get to see 2 cards. You have to reveal this so your opponent can see them as well, but then you get to choose to play them. So when you conquer, you're effectively getting a draw. As long as you have the energy to play it, then you can do something with it. This can be very powerful and it syncs with some of the battlefield choices as well. Rek'Sai Breacher is a very solid chosen champ. If you play any cards from Void Rush or from your Conquer ability, you can accelerate them if this card is in play. This card also has Assault 1. As a guaranteed turn 2 play, this is a very good card. As a side note, if you like these type of videos where I'm doing deck lists, breaking them down, educational videos, tier lists, and just talking about the latest news in general, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Every day putting new Riftbound content out there for you. The battlefields, I would assume this is the order they go for them in. I would be putting Candlelit Sanctum as the game 1. This would be my blind battlefield. You're going to benefit from this more than your opponent. Generally, you can get a lot off of this. You can conquer, look at the top 2 cards, and then from there, then exhaust your legend and decide if you want to keep the cards and ones that you want to play. This would be my go second battlefield. You are going to benefit more on this battlefield than pretty much any other deck in the game. Rexite spews out units, gets so many units. That Trifarian War Camp is huge for you. And then Forbidding Waste, this is probably your go first. You can go to the opponent's battlefield, generally speaking, depending on what it is, and your opponent might be forced to go here, and when they are, and they defend alone, gives you an advantage. And if you end up getting forced to go here, you are generally going to be okay because you are not going to really ever have less than 2 units at a battlefield. The rune split works quite nicely. We can go even for this. This is the most unbrickable deck in the game, generally speaking. We have 12 2-drops. And then going second, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra 3-drops and Rek'Sai Breach. So we have 18 turn 1 players going second. I mean, you can't brick going second with the champion anyway, but going first, you really should never brick with this deck. If you do, that is incredibly unlucky. This deck's got lots of cool stuff in it. I would say the best turn 1 play, generally speaking, is the Carrion Dredger. Even when this dies, you still get a unit in base. The Honest Broker is also pretty good as a turn 1. I think, depend on the opponent's deck, I might go Honest Broker first so I could die, get the gold, and start ramping up that way. Noxus Hopeful just gives you so much value. You play a card and then you get to play this for 2 energy less. This is amazing. You get this for free off of Void Rush, but it just allows you to start getting ahead when it comes to might. Under Titan, ideally you see this off of a Void Rush or off of your Conquer effect. When you see this, you get 2 extra energy. So if you high roll and get some of these early, you can get loads of energy, get loads of units, and just overwhelm your opponent. And it's a really good card to get later on in the game because you can play it, and if you have like 7 or 8 units and they've all got +2, that is a massive might spike that most decks in the game have no way of dealing with. This Inferno is a pretty good option as well for Assault. Vi's really good at dealing with big units when you're attacking them, so you can stun them so they don't kill a load of yours. And a lot of these just give you loads of options where you can just outscale people. Noxus Emissionary Noxus Emissionary either is a really good option just to get more units out. It's really good on Trifarian. Another card that you could put in this deck is the Escaped Greyback is free energy, free might. When you kill a unit, it empowers it. You could kill a recruit made by Vanguard, Captain, or Faithful Manufacturer and turn it into a 5 might unit. I also think there's room potentially for Battering Ram in this deck. This is kind of a mini miracle deck, and you can play so many cards for cheap that you could get aggro, you get the Battering Ram out there. It's got lots of assault. This is much better as a deck when it comes to conquering. Cleaves and Blood Rush can get you really high might numbers when attacking. Void Rush allows you just to get loads of really cards. It is on your turn only. Bear in mind, this is a very good signature. Call the Weak when you've got recruits out is very good. This is an incredible card against Aurora decks or against decks that just don't run many units. Falling Star, this can just break people with low units and just get yourself far ahead. Hidden Blade, sometimes this deck can struggle a bit with draw if you're behind. This is a way of getting that or just killing a key unit. This is a bit of spice in the deck. Rage Amplifier, 4 energy and 1 power. No one is really playing Gear Hate against you. This card here, giving all your units +1, this is really nice. I do think it's a little expensive that you have to pay more energy to empower it to get to +2, but +2 might is pretty crazy. The sideboard, this is really nice as a stun option if you feel like you might have to stun big units. Vi is a really good option to sub in. Against all odds, if you're going to play against other Swarm decks, Brittle Steel is really good. Again, as a Gear Hate, it's really good card in set 4. I imagine this here is just against decks like Kennen and stuff where you want to just get rid of some of their trash so they can't play it again. And Decree of Rage is fairly decent. I would probably, if it was up to me though, rather go for like a salvage. But this deck list looks really fun. It's quite kind of obvious what we're trying to do, just trying to win early, overwhelm our opponents, force them into bad positions, aggro them to death. I really like it. Let's get into a game. Okay, here we are going into a game with Rek'Sai. I tried 2 games and both people quit like a turn or 2 in, so I've had to like replay them. It's been a bit annoying getting a recording for this. Okay, Carly, interesting one from this. Going second is a bit annoying. These are pretty good options though. I think Fallen Star's fairly decent as long as they don't get a Jin. Don't think we need 2 Noxus and Missionaries, and Honest Broker's pretty nice. Honest Broker, 2 of them when we've got Fallen Star, pretty good to be fair. Okay, them bricking turn 1 is very good for us. When we just do this to get the most value, we could. This is really nice. Like, this is crazy lucky, but the fact that they've bricked means that we can turn 2 double conquer because we went second. That's actually very good for us. We go here. We go there. So we look at these. What do we want? Okay, we reveal that. So that is very nice. I get to reveal that, and then keep. Yep. So then do that. I get 2 energy twice off of that. So that it's been revealed twice. I get to get 9 energy. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. We get to play that. I'll go to the bottom. Do that. 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 And then pretty nutty turn. So 9 energy played. Oh, top 2 cards. Oh, does it not count as that? It's not revealed actually from there. So that is a good point to note. That is me. You can't reveal it from there. That is a look at the top of your cards. So you can't get double under time. But still a very nice turn. We got to play this because of the Void Burrower, where we got to see the cards. This revealed the Under Titan. We played this, put the Under Titan back in our deck. and then with the other 5 energy, played the Rexite and Honest Broker. We're in a pretty good position here, though. If he has Shuriken Flip now, that's pretty annoying for us. We'll see. Shuriken Flip would allow him to just go to the battlefield and double kill. Okay, Fallen Star's pretty annoying. That is a way, like I said, back into the game for him. However, depending on what he plays, I can Falling Star him next turn. We'll see. If he plays like a Kaiser, I can cleave this and then Fallen Star. I don't really think I would want to Fallen Star that, to be fair. Is it a Kaiser? As long as it's not a Jin. Okay, there's an argument. There's an argument. I think what I do here is I just Falling Star these. He's tapped out. I save my cleave for later. That's a pretty huge moment. This deck's super powerful at that. Being able to kill those for free, we're still a rune ahead. That is pretty nutty in general. We get to do the Candlelit Sanctum. So we don't reveal these. I will put that to the bottom. I will do this. No, to be honest, I think I've messed up the order there because I should have played. This is me making a mistake on Rek'Sai, but I should have played a card and then done it because now I can't play the Noxious Hopeful. So that's a mistake by me, not being used to the deck. Like there, if I'd have played this 2-drop, I then could have played the Noxious Hopeful for really cheap. I should have just done that. These are like stuff getting used to decks. I know Rek'Sai and what she's trying to do, but I'm not playing around it. What's he got here? Ferris, okay. Interesting. Probably a Shuriken Flip or something like that. We probably here, honestly, just protect our units. We probably go back. We do this, I imagine. So all our units get +1. And then next turn, we can always put it up again. And we've got a cleave. So we have to see what our opponent has. But for me, we may as well protect these units because this could potentially give all our units +2. And then we can try and get lethal next turn. But you've seen some mistakes here. I know the game well. I've seen Rek'Sai a lot. And I'm still making some dumb errors. The issue here is if he gets another Falling Star. Yep, yeah, he's got another Fallen Star, yep. I maybe should have empowered one of my... I should have empowered that, that's done by me. Because then if it dies, I get a recruit. You can kill something else. You should kill the Faithful Manufacturer if he's killing something. Yep. That was the logical choice for him. Interesting. That's pretty good. We go here because it's our lowest might unit. So we go to 7. And then we don't empower this. We get Vi. So Vi can stun that and just a big might unit. He probably has a Defy for cleave. So Honest Brokers would still kill. I can put cleave as well. Okay, so I wouldn't kill right now. It's just, does he have an answer to cleave? If he has a Defy, he stays in the game. If he doesn't, we win. I assumed he has a Defy. It is what it is. He does have to, though, next turn, get over all of these units. If he has another Fallen Star, then I'm calling some silly business. But he has to somehow get over here now. Probably a Shuriken flip or something. But then next turn, I'm going to be able to give +2 to all of these. And so that'd be 4, 4, 4. That's 12, 7. We'd have 19 might next turn to double conquer. That's pretty rough for our opponent. This deck can just absolutely swarm people, aggro them. And I've misplayed this game. There you go. He's left. Like, in reality, when you go to conquer on Rek'Sai, you should play a 2-drop first. So if you see a Noxus Hopeful from your Rek'Sai legend effect, you can then just play it for 2. Wasn't an insane misplay because I maybe might have seen someone else want to play, but that's just little tech that makes the deck even better. Obviously, it was a game where we had the perfect turn 2, being able to double conquer because our opponent bricked. That did make this game a lot easier. But this deck runs low to the ground. You can afford to do a Falling Star. I'm not even playing this deck close to its potential because I'm not very used to aggro decks or playing Rek'Sai. This deck's really good. I think it will have a few bad matchups, but there's some decks that are very good in Riftbound that Rexite just completely bulldozes through. Really great deck. Hopefully, if you like aggro decks, this video has helped you out. Yeah, I think Rek'Sai will do very well in Barcelona this weekend. I think Rek'Sai for Outset 4 is going to be minimum A tier, borderline S tier, and has the potential to win some events. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Appreciate you all for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.